welcome back to my channel, PhatFatLife. I am Cece, and I'm back with another video. I know I look crazy. I haven't really gotten any sleep. I've been up all night working, and I wanted to start some fun craft projects that I went and got the stuff for yesterday. So let me show you guys the stuff that I got, and then I'll get started on trying to figure out how I'm going to do it. So I went to a couple different places. So these are just some things I got. I got this little vase from Dollar Tree. I'm sure you've seen it in many videos. I'm gonna go ahead and make that, and plenty of people have it, so I know you've seen it before if you've seen any sort of video like this. That Chanel No. 5 logo with the little bouquet of flowers. I'm gonna rearrange a few things on my lac shelves, so I wanted to look into something like that, and I saw a couple videos on it that I wanted to try, so I'm gonna go ahead and do that. But I got this pretty, isn't that pretty, bouquet. I got this from Michael's. It says $9.99, but it was half off, so they were like $4.99, but it's so pretty. Isn't that nice? I just got a couple glue sticks just in case I needed them. I thought I had some, but I wasn't quite sure, so I just got a couple from, I think I got these from Family Dollar, something like that. I got this really pretty sparkles from Michael's. I don't know if I'm going to use them for the project, but I know I can use them for just about anything. They're so pretty. And again, here's the vase. And ignore my one missing nail. It's been hard. So I also got these letters from Michael's. Now, I'm going to be doing, like I mentioned, the Chanel No. 5 vase. I'm also going to be doing some DIY designer books. So I got these letters for that. I don't know if I'm going to be using them, but I got these from Michael's. I think they were $1.99, but I don't know if I'm going to use them, like I said. I got these books from Dollar Tree. I just got 3 of them. I wish I had got 1 or maybe 2 more because I got a lot of paper. So I don't know if I'm going to see if I can find one. And I was looking through these books to see which one is better. I wanted them to kind of vary in size. These 2 are kind of the same size, but this one's longer, and this is the smallest one. And I was looking at these books just to see if I wanted to use them, but I don't know about these 2, but this one actually looks pretty good. So I don't know if I'm gonna wind up reading it at some point after I put the design on it. But yeah, and if you're gonna try this, I recommend that you get a book that has a solid inside cover like so, because if you flip it up, you can't really see anything through it. Let me see. Like this one, see, dark, can't really see much through it. So I recommend that. So look for books that have like the cover on it so you can flip it over if need be, and look for a dark sort of print on it so you can't see through it. And this is the other book that kind of looks cool. This is a white one, but it's small text, so I'm not really worried about seeing through it. But I might not even be using the white parts of the book. Michael's also had sales on these large cardstock books. Regular price, they're $19.99. This was $6. They had some for $5, but most of them were sold out. But I don't know what I'm going to do with this, but I'll find something. But there are a lot of cool prints in here, so I'll find something to do with them. Put that to the side. But these are the ones I got specifically for the project. I got these 2 of these shiny black pieces of cardstock. It's just, I think this one's double-sided. Well, one's double-sided, one's not. So 2 of these, and these were $1.99 a piece. So I spent like $12 on these. So I got those 2. I got 2 silver. I got 2 gold. And I got this really beautiful printed one. I just couldn't pass it up. It's so pretty. So I'm gonna maybe see if I can find a smaller book to put in this. just because it's so gorgeous. I can't imagine not using it for some sort of decoration. But yeah, so these are my cardstock pages, and I know some of the tutorials, people are using these letters to just kind of stick on the end just randomly, but I think I want to actually look online just for each logo and print it out just so I can have the exact logo, because in some of the tutorials I saw, the logos on the books look kind of janky. I mean, from far away it looks cool, but when you get close, the letters are kind of wonky and weird. So yeah, I'm going to look into that and see about just printing the logos, and then maybe using a bit of Mod Podge to adhere it on. You know, because my Mod Podge that I have, it dries glossy, so I think that'll match really well. So I don't even know if I'm going to wind up using these, but we'll see. And I think I'm going to see if I have one more book in my house somewhere that I can use for one of these. So I have maybe a set of 4 books just to see. I'm also going to be measuring the spine of the books. That way I'll know exactly what size logo or what size to size the logo. That way they'll fit almost perfectly. So this little book is almost 6.5 inches, a little bit longer than that, if you can see that. So that way I'll know exactly how big the logo should be when I print them out. And I have to figure out which ones I want. Versace, Dior, Chanel, maybe one Chanel, maybe Louis Vuitton. I'm not really quite sure. I have to take a look and see, but let's take a look at these logos. Okay, so first I'm just going to be looking up Designer Books logos just to see what comes up and get some ideas of kind of what it looks like. And here's some pretty cool examples. Louis Vuitton, Chanel, Dior, Prada, Chanel, Louis Vuitton, Prada. I really like the way the Louis Vuitton logo looks, so I think I'm definitely going to go with one of those. Okay, and I'm going to get the measurement of some of the books. So I think I'm going to start with the biggest book first, which is going to be this one. Let me get the measurements for it. So this book is, let me see it, from top to bottom, 9 inches, 9.3 inches. You know what, let me do a Louis Vuitton logo on the big book. Okay, let me get this book cover together. So this is going to be black on gold. And in case I mess up, I do have 2 golds, so I should be okay on that front. Okay guys, so when I finally got the measurements together, which took forever, the paper wound up being too big to go in my printer. So once I finally got the size and stuff right, I wound up having to fold a piece down to get it to fit into the printer. So I'm just folding the corner down, and I'm going to tape it down to make sure it doesn't come up while it's printing and ruin anything. And I should be able to untape it fairly easily since this is cardstock. Guys, so I'm putting the book design on hiatus just because I'm a little bit in over my head. But I am going to go ahead and finish the little vase. I did go ahead and find a logo I liked, and I put a little, it's supposed to be pink, but it came out purple, a little border around it. And this is pretty much the exact same thing that Bargain Bethany did on her channel. So you can check out her channel for the exact steps as far as looking at the label. But I'm just going to use a glue stick to glue this on. And I'm not going to put any sort of water in my vase. But I am going to clean my vase with a little bit of window cleaner, just because it's looking a little bit dingy. And I will show you guys the finished product in a sec. So I just used just the Elmer's glue stick. Oh, can you see that? Yeah, to attach that on there. Now I'm gonna go ahead and put the flowers in. Oops. Jeez, what could happen? Now I'm gonna go ahead and put the flowers in, but of course I'm gonna have to cut them. So I'll probably cut them to about right here and stick them in. Hey guys, and this is the finished result of the Chanel vase. It's a logo vase. Like I said, no water. Beautiful bouquet. I did wind up having to use my bolt cutters because scissors just wasn't cutting it, because there's actually like hard cable in here. So that's one that turned out really pretty. I'm gonna sit that somewhere, but when I get the books together or get a plan for them, I'm gonna resume the video and go ahead and come back to them. So hi guys, so I'm back. So my first try at making these designer DIY books was a disaster. I originally wanted to use this card stock from Michael's disaster. Wound up cutting it up. It can't go over the books. It's creasing and whatnot. I actually ran back to the Dollar Tree and got 2 more books just so I could have a few more options. I went back to Michael's because this time I'm going to try some letters. So I'm going to use these letters for one of the books. I bought this vinyl. So it's silver and black, because these are matched more in my room. They didn't really have a true gold, so I didn't get one. And I can still use kind of these in a little bit, maybe for like accents around the binder of the books, but I'm not going to be able to use them in full. So let me get started and see what I can do. And last time I had printed out this just simple Louis Vuitton logo. I think I'm going to still be able to use it. Because I'm going to just turn this, so that I think the largest book that I have, I want to just do a white cover on this and then just put this design on in Mod Podge it. So let me get started with that. Okay, so I know my workstation looks super messy right now. Everything's super cluttered, but let me try to get it together at least. Okay, so this is the first one I'm going to be working with, so let me move this stuff kind of to the side. Okay. I'm going to glue this backwards onto the book so it'll have a white cover. And then, since I cut the spine out of the books to make it easier to apply the vinyl, since I'm not gonna put vinyl on these, I'm just gonna hot glue this back into the book once it's on. Let's put it back in. Let's turn it backwards. Stick it right on the spine. first one's drying. So next one I'm gonna do is for Dior. And that's why I bought these letters, because the ones for Dior that I've seen, a lot of people were using, just to make them really pretty, really professional, they were using Cricut machines. And those machines are like $300. So absolutely not. I was not going to buy one. Now, of course, they sell them at Michael's and all the stuff for at Michael's, but that just was not in my price range. I've already spent, you know, more on this than I thought I would. But I got these letters specifically because I think I saw someone actually use these exact same letters. But I want it to be as authentic as possible. And I also have this Dior backstage palette, and it has the Dior logo here. So I'm gonna try, it's small, but I'm gonna try to match it to this as much as possible. And it does have these sort of Times Roman letters that Dior does use right there, and the lowercase letters are also Times New Roman, so I'm going to try to get those together. So for the Dior book, I'm going to use some black vinyl paper, and let me see which book cover kind of matches this one. The big one or the little one? Let me see how big the D is for Dior. So here's the, and I hate that there's only one D, so if I mess up, I'm like up the creek. Let's see. So it's not too big. Yeah, this book may be a bit large for it. Let me see about the others I have. Yeah, so this book is going to be my best bet, even though it's a bit large. Where's the cover for this book? So let me get started on that. And it's really small, so it should be fairly easy. The only thing I don't like about it is the O, but that was the one that looked closest to the Dior O, but maybe I should swap it out for the more Times New Roman O. Let me see. Should I? Yeah, I think the Times O looks a little bit better, so I'm going to see if I can swap it out easily. Let me see. Swap the O out, swap the O out. The box cutter to kind of lift the O up from the middle. Oops. Oh dear. It pulled a piece of the vinyl off, so I think it's okay. I think I can just pull a piece of vinyl off of these scraps and replace that. Just cut a little square off. I think that should be enough. Always doing stuff. See how I took the vinyl off right there? So I'm just gonna replace the little square over it to see how that does. I'm good. Blended in great. Okay, so let me replace it with this one. And if this one doesn't look good, that's just the end of it. I'm taking it off again. Over a little bit. Okay, there we go. O is replaced. I like this better. Let me see how it looks with the other book. That one should be, oh, it's not quite dry yet. Jeez. Let me just sit this into the side too. The side seem dry. And for the next one, I think I'm gonna do Chanel. And okay, so I'm just gonna show you guys in Photoshop how I'm gonna try to make that Chanel logo. So the height of the book was exactly 1 inch, so you want to give it a little bit more leeway. So I'm gonna do 1.3 inches, and then for the height, the width, it was 9.2, so I'm going to do 9.4. And I did it in inches here. I'm going to do 300 resolution. And I'm going to do it on a black background. Oh no, let me do transparent. There we go. I'm gonna create, okay, looks good. That's about 50%, so that's the whole cover size. And let's find a Chanel logo. I think I already have one. Let me see. My Photoshop skills are rudimentary at best. I think I maybe had one design class in college, so I'm not an expert by any means. So if you want like an expert tutorial, I'm not the one. Unlock this layer. I want this layer unlock. Command copy. Command paste. Oh, that's a little. Okay, let me see if I can, how it looks if I resize it. I might have to find another one. Let me see if it. Oh, okay, it looks really nice. Resize. That looks good. So let me make it kind of maybe here. That looks good. And I'm just gonna sharpen it a bit. And for the last book, I think I'm just gonna do a glam book with this beautiful gold foil paper. I'm gonna have to make it work somehow because it's just too pretty to waste. So. There we go. And I just Mod Podged the entire book just to kind of make sure it stays on, because it's not really a flexible paper type. See, this one seems to be finished. So there's the Chanel book. Let's see this right here. I am so overwhelmed. I did not think this project would take this long. I think I overestimated my crafting skills. Okay guys, and here are the finished product. I haven't decided where I'm gonna put them yet. I think I'm gonna put them right here because this looks pretty childish, so I'm gonna change it. There we go. So just sit them in that spot right there. They look great. The accent book turned out pretty good too. But it was quite a time. I couldn't, make more or change them up soon, but I'm okay with them for now. So thank you guys so much for watching. Bye.